Evening peeps, evening. We've had a bit of a mare. My emails are playing up and all sorts of things are going wrong. So we're a little bit delayed and I'm not going to go through too many bits and bobs. But I wasn't able to upload scores. So you're going to have to look at my stickers and t-shirts for a minute just while I read the scores out. So it is the final round tonight of the Battle of the Groups. We've had several different sim racing groups racing for the last 3 weeks, 4 weeks including this one. And they have been battling out for top spots. It's been different cars, different tracks every week. We are live tonight from Spa in the 24-hour layout tonight. And looks like we're in the Porsche as well. But let me just get through to points. So up until this point, we have Monkey Man leading the way in Lobby 1 with 86 points. EKS Battersby with 84 points. In second, Hirokram in third with 84 points as well. Toby in fourth with 73 points. We've got Fubuki fifth with 69 points. Tomosius in sixth with 65 points. We've got P1 Mocking Weeks in seventh with 62 points. Madman Marcus in eighth with 58, alongside Wendigo in ninth with 58 points. We've got Pleasurecraft with 50 points in 10th. Manny Aff in 11th with 43 points, alongside P1 Rob S also with 43 points in 12th. And DMK Chalky in 13th with 40 points. So qualifying has already got underway. So let's have a look who we've got in quickly. Mockin, Hirokram, Battersby, Wendigo. We've got Toby, Tomosius, Fubuki. We've got Pleasurecraft, Rob S, Monkey Man, Pilgrim, Marcus and Chalky. All 13 drivers in the lobby. Good. We don't want that view. Right, so hot laps just starting then. GT3 Porsche on board for everyone tonight. Let me know what it sounds like, people. Is it too loud, too quiet? Can you hear everything clearly enough? It's actually it's quite loud in my ears, so I'm going to turn my stuff down. It's entirely up to you. Let me know. I can turn stuff up and down. On board with Mockin at the minute then. Hirokram not too far behind him. Still a few corners to go before we start seeing hot lap times come in. So where is he? Monkey Man. Let's go and find Monkey Man. Oh, someone going backwards just it was Monkey Man going backwards just there. There he is. Current championship leader then with that 86 points, just 2 points ahead of Battersby and Hirokram, so everything to play for still. Great big pink livery on his Porsche, stretching those track limits as well. Weeks thrown himself back in the pits now then. Anybody put a time in yet? Hirokram with the 2:16, but Battersby currently sitting on top, 2:16.254 for him. Let's go for a lap on board then with Battersby. We'll go and chase cam so you can see a little bit more. First couple of corners, full tilt through there. Got to avoid these drivers coming out of the pits as well. Pit exit halfway up the hill. A little bit of a tow off of teammates coming out of the pits there for the Comedy Club duo. Hard on the brakes then. Through the chicane into the right-hander. Weather's looking all right at the minute. Whether that changes in the race, we'll have to see. Down towards the hairpin then. hard on the brakes. You see a lot of people going for moves through there, so just keep your eye on that one. Into the left-hander. Again, easy to run wide on the exit of this. Bit of AstroTurf there, not too bad in the dry, but if it doesn't get wet, it can be very, very slippy on the outside of these corners. The long sweeping left-hander. I will find a track map. I've got several of this particular track, if I can find it. Come on, there's one somewhere. Down towards Blanchimont, then one of the fastest parts of the circuit. Full speed down here. This very fast left-hander. Again, quite easy in the dry, very difficult in the wet, trying to keep that on circuit. Down towards this final chicane then. It's not the bus stop, as people like to call it. That's not what it's called at all. Do you know what? I haven't got a track map. I've lost it somewhere. Across the line then, Battersby then retains that top spot. And it did record his lap. 2:15.9 then, making up a quarter of a second on his previous. Hirakram now in the second position. Let's just get that outboard cam on again. 3/4 of a second back at the minute for Hirakram then. Craft in third, 2:17.2 on board for him. Toby in fourth. No hot lap on the board. He's been in the pits and come back out, so that's not showing. Marcus in fifth. Again, no time showing on board. Timosius in sixth, 2:18 is his fastest. Pilgrim 7th, 2:19.8 for him. Oh, we just catch him going wide as well. Monkeyman Macho into the pits he goes. Also just coming in the pits, also picked up a little half a second penalty there. Wendigo then in 10th. Again, no hot lap on the board. It's not giving me times either. Struggling around that final corner just to keep that car pointing in the right direction. Chalky 2:20.0 for his fastest at the minute. A little bit of glitching going on his car. Half a second penalty to try and shift as well. To 12th position at the minute, his fastest 2:25.0. Maybe not getting on so well in the Porsche then. Mocking Spooky 13th, again 2:20s. 2:20 is his fastest. A few minutes left to qualify, though anything can happen. Close to Battersby though, he's been driving pretty quickly. Again, Hirakram nearly getting tangled up. Was that Toby who was just getting past there? Yes it was. Got to recognise those Club 100 liveries. Can Hirakram get any closer? Tyres about dead now as well. Now he comes into the pits anyway. Treasurecraft also in the pits, or just exiting now. Fourth, you can hear pushing those tyres around the corners. It is still Battersby on that top spot. Nobody's been able to unseat him yet. It's still 3/4 of a second between him and anybody else. Toby then out. Just saw him come out of the pits a couple of laps ago for a set of tyres on board for him. Man Marcus. Fresh set on board for him as well. Let's see if he can better that 8th position. 2.3 behind race leader, so that puts him at 2:18.2. Down through Blanchimont. Almost keeps that on circuit. Little bus stop then. It's not the bus stop, I've got to stop calling it that because it is just the final chicane. A little bit of glitchy going on from Pilgrim as well. See, just when he goes around the corner the camera jinks to try and keep up with the car, but the connections or the lobbies or the servers or something just still not as solid as they should be. Yeah, you can see jink, jink, jink around the corners. Come on, PlayStation, you've even shut off GT4 servers now, haven't you? Should be a little bit smoother in the lobbies, I'd have thought. Right, S then. Sorry, no, he's not. Yes, it is. Sorry, yeah, it is. Just the camera angle. I thought it was on the Kemmel Straight, and then it didn't look like the Kemmel Straight due to the camera angle. And it turns out it was. There you go. Board of the Porsche then. Plenty of buttons to play with in that thing. Pole sitter has just chucked himself in the pits, fresh set of tyres on board probably. See if he can better his time. Monkey Man Macho's not been able to climb the order, we were looking at him earlier. To be into the pits then, Hirogram still 3/4 of a second back at the minute, he's on an outlap as well. Wendigo third, Pleasurecraft fourth now, Wendigo moving up a position, Timosius into fifth. Weeks slotted his way back up as well, 2:17.7s. In fact, lap 4 and lap 5 are identical lap times, 2:17.753s. If you want consistency, there it is. 6th position for him at the minute. Toby into 7th. Marcus in 8th. He's got those fresh boots to play on. Pilgrim in 9th. Monkey Man Macho in 10th. Sorry, 11th. Pilgrim just getting through then, 2:18 for him. Monkey gets pushed down to 12th. Hopefully this is a hot lap for him. Chalky in 13th at the minute. It's just stay on board with Monkey Man. He's coming up to the line. He's not going to be quick enough. It's not 2:19.5 for him. Chalky currently in 13th as well. Minutes left of qualifying then, and then we get the finals of tonight's racing underway. Let's just have a look, shall we? I think admins have sent me every image throughout the season tonight. Whole folder's full, so I struggle to find what I'm looking for. Nope, that's results from a couple of weeks ago. So we're still on the 2-race format here tonight, I don't know. No, full 60-minute endurance tonight. Oof. It's going to be a punch-up. Qualifying then, they've got just under a minute left of that before we get underway with this race tonight. We will get results before the stream ends as well, so I'll be able to give you those individual points and team points overall as well, so you'll get to find out individual winners from this lobby, maybe from the Pro-Ams as well. We'll get the winning team as well. Then still on that top spot. Hirocram's not been able to find anything yet. Well, that's pretty much it, because this is not... He's just driven slowly around that first corner, so that's this lap done and dusted anyway. He's not going to get around to start another lap before qualifying ends, so he's just out for the fun of it now at the minute. Hirocram, Pleasurecraft then third, still out on a lap, might be able to better that time. To go actually, he's got a time in line. Let's see what colour that goes when he crosses it. 90 right to get through, and then we'll see what sort of time he's putting in. He's half a second down on his previous. He's off track there as well. Yeah, there you go, there's that AstroTurf. Pitching Pleasurecraft out. That's that lap thrown in the bin. Madman, Monkey Man Macho coming through right at the end of qualifying. 2:16.4. Still half a second behind Battersby, but sneaks in there for a second position. Squeezes himself in between Battersby and Hiram. Pleasurecraft got that last lap wrong. Wendigo still out. Are you on a hot lap? No, I think you're done. Might get to finish that lap though. Weeks, unfortunately, got a great big penalty he's got to lose now. So that's this lap in the bin for him. Toby just coming up to the line and see what he's got. 2:17.4, bit of a wobble just coming out of that final turn. It's a 2:20, so he stays in 7th for the time being. Tomosi's up towards the line now as well. There's a little wobble coming out of there as well. Tyre wear kicking in. 2:19.6, stays in 8th. Marcus has across the line. Fubuki still out, as is Wendigo. Pilgrim's in the pits. Chalky has finished. Rob S has finished. Battersby on that top spot, then going even quicker again. Did that register? Yeah, 2:15.7. Squeezes another 10th and a little bit over Monkey Man. Holds on to that pole. People. There he is then. Battersby on pole for the final race of the Battle of the Groups. There is official confirmation. Battersby on pole then. Monkey Man Macho in 2nd. Hirokram 3rd. Pleasurecraft in 4. Wendigo 5th. Bocking Week 6th. Toby in 7th. Fubuki in 8th. Got Tomosius in 9th. Madman Marcus in 10th. Pilgrim 11th, Chalky in 12th, and Rob S in 13th. So we have a 5-minute break between qualifying and the race, just to give people time before that full 1 hour sit down. So you've got a bit of time. We've got a little bit of time. Not sure if Lobby 2 is live. I don't know whether Pilgrim was... can't be, can he? He's racing in this. It was going to be live on Pilgrim's channel, but maybe he's doing post-race. We can't be doing the other lobby because he's in this lobby. Again, good battle for this Battle of the Groups. EKS Battersby. Hold on, let's just pull up that image again. Yeah, Monkey Man at the top, leading the championship at the minute. He's right behind Battersby for tonight's race. Battersby in 2nd place, just 2 points behind him, alongside Hirokram, who's also got 84 points. So top 3 are all battling it out for tonight. Toby in 4th. Where did you come? 7th in that one. Let's see how you get on in the race. 73 points. Fubuki also 5th. 69 points. So there's potential for drivers to chop and change all over the place here tonight. But it's definitely on between the top 3. All 3 of them in 1st, 2nd and 3rd for this final race as well. Mr. Elliott's other lobby not live. No, I didn't think so. No, I'm sure I saw something in the chat earlier about it's going to be post raced. Right, now that's a disaster. No, come on. No, it's not a disaster. It's okay. It's okay, people. I thought the smokes were downstairs. That's no good, is it? Again, the race will kick off about 24 minutes past. Just having a a little bit of a gap between qualifying and the full 1 hour endurance tonight. Nothing in terms of tyres, so I don't know whether they've got to use all 3 types of tyre. Oh, is it? Oh, okay, yeah, Battersby and Toby are a team, that's right, and Fubuki and Hirokram, yeah, well, they're all up there. Monkey Man's kind of the odd one out from the LT team, but he's leading the championship still. The calm before the storm. So we've got to try and get all 13 drivers around turn 1 without anyone getting sent, hopefully, and then through Radion and Eau Rouge and good fun. Racing mediums and racing softs must be used. Thank you, Jay, popping in the chat, giving me all the information that I should already have, but I don't. It's probably in one of the images that I've just not got around to opening yet. Like I say, I got sent the folder earlier, and for some reason, when I forwarded it on to my other email address, it locked me out. It said no, can't look at those. That's why you've not seen points on screen today. I've just had to read them out. Damn thing. Random weather as well. Nice. So it could still be tipping it down here at Spa. Again, tricky circuit in the wet. You're sitting in a hot tub. Oh, hotel. I thought you said hot tub. Sitting in a hotel in Vegas watching this. Big up yourself, that's what we want. Can't you, like, stream it? Can't you send it to their, like, TVs so it's in the main lobby, in the foyer? Huh? MGM Grand. Go on, do it. Do me a Smokers 11, like Ocean's 11, but Smokers 11, where you just hijack the TVs in every casino. Get this streaming on it. Once I've broken America, that's it. World famous, bruv. You're making millions. Millions. I don't know millions of what, though. It might be millions of Kenyan, whatever they, you know, currency is. Worth about £3. What time is it over there then, Mr. Elliot? It's got to be, hold on, let me think, what time is it here now? It's 9 o'clock here, so it must be, ooh, midday-ish, maybe? 1, 2-ish? About right? Right, race is starting, look, I can't even get in. It's your fault, nearly missed that, Jay. Whew, we're in. Get the nonsense on. Oh, we're starting on the other grid. Okay, so we're starting running down the hill towards Radion Eau Rouge. We've not got turn 1 to get through then. Lights go on. Full 1 hour endurance coming up then. Final round of the Battle of the Groups just about to get underway. Revs go up. Lights drop and we're away. Nobody peeling off into pit wall. Nobody peeling off down into the grass either. Quick through there, everyone pretty clean as they run up the hill. You're going to see moves now. The slipstream will kick in. The drivers looking for positions all over the place as they run up to this first chicane. It's going to be 4 wide as they come up the bloody. What? Stop it! 3 wide's bad enough, idiots. Drive those cars properly. We've got cars sideways. Pleasurecraft is backwards. He's taken out Monkey Man Macho and Wendigo. Is there another car, or did he manage to get past? Yes, Fubuki got taken out in that pile-up as well. What an absolute nightmare. I told you can't go 4 wide into that corner, you maniacs. Battersby then squeezes out through the pack into the front then. Hirokram right on his tail. Toby manages to hold on to third. Red flag, says Monkey Man Macho. I don't know if there's such a thing. Oh my God. What? Mocking? Or was that Monkey Man? What? Monkey Man's had wings fitted to his car. He's lost his noodles. That's it. He's taken up flight sim. I don't know what's going on. There was just a grey Porsche came flying into view. I don't even know which bit of curb you hit to get that car so high, Mr. Marcus, but respect for that. Right, have we managed to keep all drivers? It's all kicking off at the back here. Those drivers getting tangled up in that early collisions, trying to find their way back through the field. P1 Rob now has made a mistake. He's now at the back of the field. Timosius has got past him into 12th. Fabuki up into 11th. Pleasurecraft in 10th. Monkey Man right on the back end of Chalky as they run down towards Blanchimont. Can he get him into this? Oh, Chalky. Keep that thing on circuit. Monkey Man Macho, nowhere to go for. Oh, but Chalky's got wide through that final corner. He's got himself a half a second penalty to lose as well. Allows Monkey Man straight through. Madman Marcus into 7th again. A lot of these drivers getting tangled up in that collision at the start. Wendigo 6th, Pilgrim in 5th, Mocking Weeks on 4th position, Toby in 3rd. Top 3 got a bit of a gap. A little bit of a gap between 2nd and 3rd as well. Toby 1.2 seconds behind those two. Huracram in 2nd, pushing hard, keeping up with Battersby. Mediums on board for Battersby for stint 1, softs on for Huracram. He'll be wanting to make those work early. Get himself past Battersby as quick as he can. Slowly closing that gap up in 3rd, Monkey Weeks in 4th. We've got a battle for 5th. We've got Wendigo and Pilgrim side by side. A little bit of door banging between those two. Wendigo ending up a little bit wide through that corner, now being chased down by Monkey Man Macho in 7th. Up the inside, Monkey Man at the hairpin as he made it stick. He won't have the advantage into this next corner. Almost gets it wrong. Carries a lot of speed out of there though, gets himself through into that 6th position, right on the tail of Pilgrim on the exit of that corner as well. Hot on Pilgrim's tail, Wendigo still in that fight. Just behind, it's kicking off as well. We've got Monkey Man Macho, sorry, Madman Marcus under pressure from Pleasurecraft. Big piles of pink Porsches under pressure here then. See how they're getting on up front still. Battersby leading them. No change there. Huracram still right behind him in 2nd. Again, his tyres will be showing a little bit more wear because they're the softer compound. To be making those work and get them hooked up, try and get that position from Battersby before he blows those out, and then give Battersby the advantage on the faster tyre later on. Toby keeping himself in check. Top 3 pulled a great big gap, 3.5 seconds over Mocking Weeks. Mocking Weeks has got a little bit of breathing room as well. He's got 2.5 back to Monkey Man in 5th. Still got Wendigo for company, Pleasurecraft as well. The 3 pink Porsches have got themselves into 5th, 6th and 7th. Pilgrim 8th, Madman Marcus in 9th. Another half a second penalty he's got, as has Pilgrim. Oh, 1.5 seconds, sorry, for Pilgrim. He's taking all sorts of shortcuts then. Fabuki 10th. Big gaps, 2.6 seconds in front to Madman Marcus. He's got 9.7 back to Timosius. Here he is. Pushing that Porsche hard, then Timosius trying to catch up with the pack. Rob S has managed to get his way back into 12th. He's got Chalky for company as well here though. Driver's a long way off the pack unfortunately, 20 seconds back from Timosius. And again, he's another 10 seconds back from the field. A long way to go yet though. We are only 5.5 minutes into this 1 hour endurance. Then just controlling this one, keeping his tyres. Toby's probably involved in this fight now. He's closed that gap right up. The Comedy Club team 1st and 3rd as it stands. Sandwiching Huracram. Oh, is Toby on the mediums as well? No, Toby's gone for the softs in stint 1. Different strategies then between the two teammates. Toby's put those softs to good use. He's managed to close that gap up on Hirakram. Hirakram's not been able to push those tyres to get his way past Battersby. Now he's got a mirror full of Toby to contend with as well. Right, let's go and see what's happening further back. Mocking Weeks then surviving in foot. Mocking Weeks getting overtaken for fourth. Surviving, I didn't see the little pink Porsche next to him. He's under pressure from Wendigo as well. Could be losing fifth here as well, Mocking Weeks. And the other drivers are on the softer tyre. Mocking is on the medium, so running a little bit slower. Not that you'd think that if you were watching Battersby up front. He just seems to be keeping the power on. Hirakram will be full tyre, fuel and tyre saving. Yeah, that's a good point. I don't think it's strategy as much as some of these drivers when it comes to these longer races. You do have to take fuel, depletion and tyre wear into consideration, and just has here we go. Hirakram losing that second place to Toby. So Club 100 first and second at the minute. But again, if Hirakram's on a massive fuel save, let's just see what he's got. Just under a quarter of a tank on board for Hirakram. Yeah, quite a big chunk less for Toby. And a little bit less on board for Battersby as well. And tyres very similar between the two soft tyre drivers. A little bit better obviously on the mediums. But again, Hirakram could be on a massive tyre fuel saving mission. Just try and eke this race out. Quite happy to sit behind Battersby and save that fuel, sit behind Toby and save that fuel. Doesn't want to allow Toby to slow the field up though, slow him up and allow Battersby to escape, which seems to be happening. The gap is slowly stretching a little bit bigger. It's almost up to a second then between Toby and Battersby. Hirakram's just got to keep his eye on that, make sure that doesn't wreck his chances. Might be on a one stop, that's a good point. Monkey Man into fourth then. Soft tyres on his car, showing a fair chunk of wear. Wendigo as well fifth. Both drivers getting tangled up in that spin in lap one. Again, you just can't go four wide into that chicane. You just can't. Monkey Weeks then in sixth again on that medium tyre. Pleasurecraft also on the soft, closing up on him a little bit as well. Marcus in 8th, Dragon Pilgrim in 9th, right behind him. But Luki closing the gap up on these two as well, just 1.4 seconds back in 10th. He was 10 seconds back, or was that Tomosius we were looking at? Luki then on the mediums. Tyres looking actually really good on the fronts especially. Tomosius in 11th then. A little bit of a lonely race at the minute. Rob S in 12th, and unfortunately, yeah, it looks like we've lost Chalky from this final race. Was 13th, but now not in the lobby. There we go. That's exactly what I thought might happen. Battersby then starts to stretch that lead. 2 seconds he's now got. Hirakram's got himself back in front of Toby though. I think he saw that happening and just thought, oh, this can't be good. Close that gap back up. Just to drop Toby as well, really. Oh, Toby dropping himself. Toby dropping himself. Oh, just about keeps that thing pointing in a straight line. That's wrecked him. Commentator's curse. Sorry, Toby. It's Toby in third then now. 2.2 seconds back from Hirakram. Got Monkey Man Macho on his tail. Big pink Porsche filling his mirrors. Nowhere to go for Monkey Man at the minute. Pushing hard for that third position. Goes for a little bit of a look around the outside, Monkey Man. Toby on that soft tyre as well. A little bit more wear showing on Monkey Man's car, but he does seem the faster of the two drivers. Oh, Toby. Sorry, went the wrong way. Toby went right wide through there as well. That slowed him down again. See Monkey Man Macho already pulling a gap away from him. Tiny little mistake like that to cost him. It's going to allow Wendigo to close the gap up as well. 1.3 seconds behind him. Little mistake setting in for Toby then. Pleasurecraft 6th. Mocking Weeks right behind him for 7th. Madman Marcus in 8th. Fabuki into 9th. He's got himself past Pilgrim. Driving well then, Fabuki. Pilgrim 9th. He's had a little bit of a penalty to lose as well. Tomosius in 11th. Again, a long way back at the minute. 5.8 seconds from Pilgrim. 23 seconds, nearly 24 seconds over Rob S. Rob S, unfortunately, no one to battle with now because Chalky's out of the game. Was what a mistake, Jay? The turn 1 incident, if that's what you're talking about, it was. Can't really call it a mistake. There was 4 drivers side by side running into the hill of the Kemmel, and you just can't get 4 cars into that next chicane, can you? And I think Wendigo ended up getting a little bit of a drift on, couldn't get it back, or was kind of helped round by another driver, and it was just, yeah, there was just pink Porsches everywhere for about a minute. Battersby runs himself a little bit wide through there. Has slowed him down. 2 seconds the gap out. That little mistake has cost him a tiny little bit of time. Just drops below that 2 seconds. Huracram keeping it consistent then. Closing that gap back down. Monkey Man into 3rd. Toby still 4th. Wendigo has closed that gap up on him though. It's just 3/4 of a second between those two. No, it's just a mistake from Toby. He just ran himself off track a little bit. Got a wobble on. Pleasurecraft in 6th then. Again, soft tyres starting to pull away from the mediums of Mocking Weeks. But we will start to see the soft tyre drivers considering pit stops this lap, next lap maybe. Then all over the back of Madman Marcus, wanting that 8th position off of him. Both drivers on the medium tyre, but look at the difference between Fabuki's and Madman Marcus. Great big piles of wear on the front of Madman Marcus's. Not looking too bad at all for Fabuki. Trying to stretch these out as long as possible then. Pilgrim in 10th. Those mediums, they're not looking too bad either. Tomosius on the mediums, his tyres looking pretty good. Rob S then, unfortunately, he's picked himself up a penalty. He'll have to lose that coming around this corner. Oh, that's a great big dent, that is, isn't it? That's a dent, that penalty system. Marcus is on a pad. Yeah, I think we figured that out last week. He's got a little, you can just see it's like stabby inputs rather than smooth inputs, if you can even pay attention and see that. You can tell the drivers that are on pad versus the drivers that are on wheel. The drivers on wheel, their inputs are very, very smooth. See Madman Marcus, like dink, 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 little left, little left. So much easier on a wheel. Let's see what's happening up front then. Battersby still leads. He's lost a little bit more time to Huracram. That gap down to 1.7 seconds. Big amounts of wear showing on Huracram's tyres now though. He's got about a third of the circuit left. It'll be interesting to see whether he opts for a pit stop yet. We are only 15 minutes in. As long as he keeps himself in touch with Battersby, and it's not tyres that are letting him down, he may well opt to keep them on for a little bit longer. He's just keeping himself within that 1.7 seconds at the minute. Fuel, yeah, so Huracram's got a little bit more fuel on board as well, so his early tyre saving, fuel saving in the first part of the race has paid off a little bit. Stays out, Huracram stays out. Toby, what have you done? Monkey Man Macho into 3rd, Toby into 4th then. So Monkey Man first of the soft tyre drivers to come in the pits. Pleasurecraft stays out, Wendigo stays out. Mocking Weeks stays out. Marcus stays out, I think, does he? Fubuki stays out. Pilgrim shuts down, he's on the mediums. Timosi has plenty of life left in his, and the same for Rob S. He won't be in yet. Battersby then. Tyres are still looking good. About just over a third of a tank left on board for Battersby. He stretched that gap back up to 2 seconds between himself and Hirakram. Hirakram just under half a tank, so plenty of fuel on board for Hirakram. Able to keep himself just within that 2 second gap of Battersby in front. Toby a long way down. I think Toby's had a little bit of a mistake. Another little bit of a mistake. So Madman Marcus had got to, sorry, was it Madman Marcus? Monkey Man Macho. Oof, Toby gets a drift on. Who was it? It was Monkey Man Macho, wasn't it? He's just been in the pits. There he is, back out. Oh, he's got the pit glitch penalty. 3 seconds. Oh. Yeah, so if you cross the white line too early, coming out of the pits, that's what you get. 3 seconds. What a kick in the groin that is. Rob S, half a second penalty. He's still got to lose as well. Battersby still leading, but time down to 1.6 seconds. Hirakram still finding time on these warm softs. Jay was saying in the chat, he's been doing a bit of fuel saving as well, so he'll have to spend less time in the pits to get a full tank when they come in. Stays out for another lap then, Hirakram. Happy, 1.5 seconds behind Battersby. Toby then 8.2 seconds back, falling even further. Rear left is screaming out to be changed. Pleasurecraft drops himself in the pits. Wendigo follows him in. Mocking Week stays out for another lap on his mediums. There are the two pink Porsches. In they go. Fubuki then in 7th. He's got himself past Madman Marcus. Again, medium tyres looking phenomenal on Fubuki's car. Not so good on Madman Marcus. To 7th, doesn't stop. Timosius through as well, he stays out on his mediums. It's just Rob S behind them, I think. It's Macho, but he should retake that position. They're still in the pits, and then Rob S a long way back at the minute. On board with Battersby then, 1.6 seconds ahead of Hirakram. There's Hirakram chasing him down at the minute. Still 1.6 seconds. Gains a 10th around that corner. Loses it again. It's a yo-yo between these two. Part of the circuit, then full speed down here. Down towards Blanchimont, the gap up to 1.8 seconds. Will we see Hirakram enter the pits this lap? Brave his worn out softs for another go, I don't know. Comes down 1.7 seconds into this chicane at the end. Just keep an eye on. Oh no, Hirakram, he was going in the pits. Hirakram, no, Hirakram. So the back end just let go. Looked like he got that thing backwards going into the pits. Oh, what a shame for Hirakram. Toby follows him in the pits as well, doesn't get it sideways, so he's going to close the gap up on Hirakram when they come in or come out of the pits. What a shame for Hirakram. He was keeping himself right in check with Battersby. I think that may have wrecked his chances for the time being anyway. Battersby then leads 17, 18 seconds over Mocking Weeks now. Mocking Weeks stays out on his mediums. pit box at the minute then for Hirakram and Toby. Should see Hirakram leave the pits first. Gets it released now. Be interesting to know what the gap is between Toby and Hirakram. Again, just trying to get that thing stopped going around the corner and into the pit entrance. It was enough to get that thing backwards with the worn softs. Exits the pits then, right in front of Monkey Man Macho on the racing mediums now for Hirakram. Driving behind him on the soft tyres. A couple of laps on those. He's also carrying more speed into this corner. Hirakram holds on to that one though. So out front, still a fair bit of life left in the mediums for Battersby. Currently with a 19-second lead over Mockin. He's only got a little bit of fuel left, so will he risk it for a biscuit? He's got enough fuel for another lap, but he might opt to come in for a change of tyres early while he's got a bit of breathing room behind him. It's exactly what he does then. Into the pits he comes. No mistake on the way in for Battersby. Right, let me go and find Hirakram and find out where he slots himself back into this race. Monkey Man's made it past him then. Those softer tyres doing their job. Unfortunately now Battersby should be coming out with a set of soft tyres on. Mediums on board for Hirakram, running slower than the last set he was on. Mockin Week stays out then, he's still on those mediums, stays out for another lap. He takes the lead of the race. It's Mockin Week's going for a one-stopper. Mediums now. We'll have to look at his fuel. Hirakram then towards the line. Where is Battersby? Still in his pit box at the minute. Oh, he's just exiting now. He's down the hill as well. Hirakram's got to get through turn one, put the power down coming down the hill. Almost out of this pit lane now though. The gap's going to be massive. The gap's going to be massive. Hirakram will be fuming with that little mistake on the run into the pits. Where is he? So 2 seconds behind Monkey Man Macho, and Monkey Man Macho is another 7.5 seconds behind Battersby. That's the mistake. Almost 10 seconds. Mistake cost Hirakram. Did Battersby put less fuel in? What have we got? Just over half a tank on board for Battersby. Hirakram took on a little bit more. Maybe spent a little bit longer in the pits. But it is currently this man leading the race. Mockin Weeks. Still plenty of life left in those mediums. Order of a tank of fuel on board as well for Mockin. 13, nearly 14 seconds lead over Fubuki. Also not stopped, again doing really well on his tyres. Those mediums have been on since the start of the race. That's what Madman Marcus's tyres look like behind. Again, he is on pad, so it does make a little bit of a difference in terms of tyre wear. Again, smoother inputs on steering wheel, so you get that, so you get slightly less tyre wear versus pad. Yeah, there's Fubuki's tyres in second position. We look at Mockin Weeks, although he's got a hell of a lot more fuel on board, he's got an awful lot more wear on his tyres. Still pulling time over Fubuki. 14 seconds currently. A few of the drivers throwing themselves in the pits. Madman Marcus still out of his mediums. They must be costing him time now. 221s he's still putting in, 220s, 221s, okay. Battersby up to 4th then, Pilgrim in 5th behind him. Got to take a stop though, Pilgrim. Monkey Man in 6.8 seconds down, and Hirokram falls even further back from Monkey Man. Another 4 seconds back from Monkey Man. Oh, I'm gutted for Hirokram, I am. So it's looking to be a good race between those two. It's currently all about this man. If he can stretch this, what are we, 26 minutes? Nearly 27 minutes. Well, he's going to make those last another lap if he wants. He's got the fuel to do it as well, so he's going to hit 30 minutes easily on these tyres and fuel. Really losing any time either. Lap 3 was a 2:20 and everything else has been a 2:19. Started slowing down a little bit, so 2:19.995 was lap 11, on lap 12 now. Still keeping that gap between himself and Fubuki at about 14 seconds though. Weeks coming now. Again, he's got plenty of room behind him to opt for a stop if he wanted to. It doesn't, stays out, still carrying enough speed on these semi-worn mediums. Keeps the hammer down. Loses a little bit of time on that lap, 2:20.7. Fubuki's not been able to close that gap up with him though, still 14 seconds between them. He's risking it, that fuel light's flashing. Better hope he can make a lap on that fuel. Marcus also stays out. Plenty of fuel to do the lap, but tyres might say otherwise. Batter could be on here for Mocking Weeks to take the win in the endurance. Let's keep an eye on that. Now 5th then, again almost out of fuel. Monkey Man Macho, plenty of fuel, but tyres starting to show chunks of wear. Hirokram, loads of fuel, loads of tyres on board, currently sitting 7th. Toby in 8th, again plenty of fuel, plenty of tyres left on his. Pleasurecraft in 9th, he's had a fresh set of softs put on a couple of laps ago. Loads of fuel on board. Wendigo pretty much gone for the same strategy but a different set of tyres. He's got the mediums on. Timosius has got a fresh set of softs on. Just catch Rob S coming into the pits then. First stop. Runs that car out of fuel. Medium tyres on board. I would expect he's going to go softs. Don't think he'll make softs laps to the end of the race though. If you do, they'll be absolutely broken. So Battersby just catch him getting himself past Marcus then. Marcus into 4th, Battersby 5th. He's made up a couple of seconds on Mocking Weeks as well on those soft tyres. They will wear out a lot quicker. Battersby then trying to close up on this man again. Oh, he's just going to make it in terms of fuel. Look at that, there's a little tiny blib of fuel left in that tank. Just coming into the final corner now before going straight on into pit lane. There he goes, releases Battersby into 2nd position then. So we've got a 16.3 second gap between 1st and 2nd. Mocking Weeks is going to be in probably at the end of this lap in terms of fuel. Tyres are asking to be changed anyway. Battersby will have to come in for another stop later on. His fuel slowly running out. Tyres won't be in a very good position by then either. So we'll see what happens with the pit stops when Mocking Weeks comes in. Obviously he's going to lose a big chunk of time in this pit stop. He might be able to gain it all back on the tyres and the later pit stops. You know what? He might do it. You might do it. You can do about 20 minutes safely and sort of risk-free on a set of softs by the looks of it. By the time he comes in the pits, it's going to be 32, maybe 33 minutes, 32 and a half. What? How long is he going to spend in the pits? 30 seconds. He might have to eke out like another 5 minutes on those tyres. But if he's already up front and got the gap, the drivers in front have got to stop. He might just squeeze this. You're right, Mr. Elliott. He could well take the win. Battersby then closing that gap down, 13.2 seconds. But again, just over a quarter of a tank. He will have to stop again soon. Again, Mockin's going to come down to the pit stops. He's going to come into the pit lane at the end of this lap. Yeah, I just don't think. I think Mockin's done as best he can. Although saying that, you know, we saw Fubuki on a set of mediums. He's got himself in the pits cleanly then, Mockin. Now Battersby, quarter of a tank on board. He doesn't come in now. So we'll see where Mockin Weeks comes back out once he's had tyres. He's not even in his pit box yet. Look, he's miles away. Crews eagerly waiting their teams coming in should they need it. Monkey Man should go through into second position here then once he crosses the line around this corner. Through the source. Goes into second. Hirakram is going to come grab third for the time being. He's on the mediums, plenty of fuel on board. Toby's going to drop himself into fourth. Pleasurecraft's going to drop into fifth. And he goes sixth. Fubuki will be seventh. And it all depends where Mockin Weeks gets released. So he's in the pit box now. Tyres have been changed. He gets released. He's got nobody else behind him actually, I don't think. Everyone else coming up to the source. There they are. There's Fubuki on his fresh set of softs. Mockin Weeks has gone for another set of mediums actually. Oh no, he's not. Sorry, it's just changed as he's come out of the pits. So 26 minutes he's got to race on those. That's doable for Mockin Weeks. That is doable. 13 seconds behind Wendigo. He's 45.5 seconds behind race leader Battersby. We've got 25 minutes left. Battersby's got to take another stop yet as well. So have a lot of these other drivers in front. Their fuel won't last them until the end of the race. Monkey Man will possibly be in at the end of this lap looking at his tyres. He's got a little bit of fuel left on board. Again, under quarter of a tank on board for Battersby now. Tyres half worn. So let's just have a look. 256. Okay, it's going to be pretty damn close. Macho then into the pits as expected. His tyres just saying, nope, I'm not going around this corner anymore. That's too much of me. Hirakram then should drop himself back into second. Unfortunately, a long way off that fight he was previously in with Battersby. 18.7 seconds down. Those medium tyres have really kicked him in the groin, along with a little mistake on the drive into the pits. Just caught him out. Toby then third. Pleasurecraft into fourth. Pleasurecraft getting a wobble on coming through the source. Wendigo in fifth. Monkey Man just hitting his pit box now. Tyres getting replaced. Mockin should come through to take that position off of him before he gets released. Does so. 47.5 seconds behind race leader. Clear track in front of him though for Mockin Weeks. 13.2 seconds clear of Wendigo. Tyres not looking too good on Pleasurecraft's car. Toby will have to stop in a lap or two's time, as well as Hirakram. Battersby almost out of fuel. Possibly another lap, maybe another 2 laps left in that, we'll see. But he has got to put on medium tyres now. I has he? No, sorry, he had medium tyres on for stint 1, didn't he, Battersby? So he'll go for another set of softs for the final stint, but it's going to cost him in that pit stop. So about a 40 to 45 second stop, depending on how much fuel you take on. Nearly 20 seconds down then, those medium tyres not allowing him to close that gap up. Again, he'll probably chuck the softs on for his final stint as well. Toby third, he's going to have to come in for a stop, his fuel's not going to last him. Same for Pleasurecraft, his tyres are also going to say nope. Wendigo will have to come in, so that means Mocking Weeks can just squeeze past all of those guys. He is a little way back from some of them, but it is a long pit stop here at Spa. Big gaps then, big gaps on circuit. The drivers, Toby into the pits then. Pleasurecraft into the pits as well. Herocram stays out this time. Wendigo stays out. So where are you, Mocking Weeks? Just coming into that final chicane then. So should squeeze his way past Toby and Pleasurecraft here. And should get his way past Herocram and Wendigo when they come in. How far back is he? 12.2 off of Wendigo. Yeah, he should just get himself past Herocram, but by which time Herocram will have fresh tyres on. Mocking Weeks will have worn softs. Losing a bit more time to race leader as well. So we are going to see him in at the end of this lap. This will be his last stop. Again, he will be able to stick on another set of softs here as well, Battersby. Keep this thing up to pace. It's all going to depend on how much fuel he puts in. Mocking Weeks not close enough to make the jump on him at the minute. Again, it's about a 40 to a 45 second stop. Played it bang on in terms of fuel then, Battersby. Into the pits then, Herocram. Will he follow him in, or will he stop out for another couple of laps? He's got plenty of fuel and plenty of tyres to do it. Wendigo might opt to come in at the end of this lap as well, just to get it over and done with. Whether he's got enough fuel on for another lap after this, it's already flashing red at him. Weeks then in that fourth position, still 49 seconds behind race leader. Battersby gets, oh no, sorry, he's only just coming into his pit box. Yeah, long old pit lane that, isn't it? Herocram does opt to come in. Wendigo opts to come in. Mocking Weeks then. So down towards the source. Where is he going to end up? Battersby still taking on board fuel here. Gets released now. There's Mocking Weeks through turn 1. Well, it's not turn 1. And down the hill. Where is Battersby? Just coming out now. He's still going to have to run slow all the way down this hill, all the way out of the pit exit. Mocking Weeks, on the other hand, can keep that flat out through here. Will carry all the speed. There is Battersby. There is Mocking Weeks just going up the Kemmel Straight. So what is the gap going to be? Well, it's going to grow by the time they hit the chicane at the top. Mocking Weeks obviously carrying more speed along that straight. But it is on now. So the gap at about 4 seconds. 4.2 as they come through that chicane. 19 minutes remaining. Just over 3/4 of a tank on board for Battersby. Mocking Weeks got pretty much the same amount, but you can see big amounts of wear showing on his tyres versus Battersby's fresh on just this second. Already closing the gap up on Mocking Weeks. push hard now then, Mockingweeks. He's going to blow his tyres out, but he's going to have to if he wants to try and stay ahead of Battersby. Fubuki then. Is that going to last you till the end? Bit of fuel. Plenty of tyres. I don't know whether that fuel will last you, Fubuki, but we'll keep an eye on that. Timosius is going to have to come in. His fuel's going to say nope. Hirakram running to the end now then. He's got a fresh set of softs on, just under 3/4 of a tank. Madman Marcus got just under 3/4 of a tank, half-worn set of softs on. Monkey Man Macho, fresh-ish set of racing mediums, plenty of fuel to last the race. Pilgrim, half-worn set of tyres. Again, plenty of fuel, I think, to last the race. Same for GTB Toby. He's got a brand new fresh set of softs on. Pleasurecraft got a brand new set of mediums on. Maybe taking on a little bit too much fuel. And then Rob S. Again, half-worn tyres, but plenty of fuel, I think. Yeah, it could be Hirakram. I don't think it's going to be Fubuki. So Battersby has closed that gap. He's taken about half a second out of Mockingweeks. 17 minutes remaining then. Timosius into the pits this lap. Again, we should get final results confirmation before the end of the stream. I'm hoping they get sent to me, and should get individual points and team points as well. So we'll find out which the winning team is tonight. Weeks then pushing this Porsche. There is Battersby, the little speck you can just see on your screen. Getting ever so slightly closer on every corner. The gap down to 3.2 seconds. Smooth though, Mockin. Still losing a little bit of time to Battersby. He's one of the quick ones in this lobby. Gains another couple of tenths on Mockin, down to 2.7 seconds. Tyre wear could be playing its part as well though. Semi-worn on board for Mockingweeks. Literally half a lap old on board for Battersby. Down at 2.4 seconds. That's Porsche Battersby's getting a little bit bigger after every corner. Through Blanchimont, then full speed through there. Down towards this little chicane at the bottom. Gap down to 2.2 then as they hit this final chicane. Consistent through there. The chase is on then. Battersby trying to close this gap down. Closes up a little bit into La Source. Smooth out of there for Mockingweeks, but the gap now down to 2 seconds between Mockin and Battersby. Not in the slipstream range yet for Battersby, so won't be able to use that to his advantage at this point. Still closing, just drops under 2 seconds as he comes up the Kemmel. There's that Porsche starting to loom even bigger in Mockingweeks' rearview mirror. Almost see the whites of his eyes then. A quick flick through the rest and see what's going on elsewhere on track quickly. Fubuki then third, 7.5 seconds back. Hirakram another 10.5 seconds back from him in fourth. Madman Marcus in fifth, 5.7 back from Hirakram. He's got Monkey Man Macho for company. Be short work, I think. Monkey Man Macho's tyres looking pretty good. Toby in seventh, then another 5.8 seconds back. Pilgrim in eighth, 5.3 seconds back. Pleasurecraft in ninth, 2.5 back from Pilgrim. He's got Wendigo for company. Right behind him, Timosius another 24.8 seconds back, but he has just dropped himself in the pits for a fresh set of tyres. And Rob S in 12th, another 41 seconds back. Right, back up to this battle at front. What have we got? 13.5 minutes. The gap now to 1.5 seconds between Mocking Weeks and Battersby. Fuel almost identical, but look at the difference in tyres on the bottom left of your screen. Oh, that was the wrong way. Battersby, hardly anything. Mocking Weeks, absolutely loads. Back into chase cam mode then. Battersby closes that gap. 1.2 seconds. Oof. Actually gains 0.2 on Mocking Weeks, just under braking into that corner. Gap at 1 second then as they head down towards the source. He needs about another 1/10 of a second to get slipstream. Not got it through there. Fubuki drops himself out of this fight, then he throws himself in the pits for his final set of tyres, a little bit of fuel. That should release Hirakram to take that position off him. It has. Hirakram into third then, but he's a long way down from this fight we are on board with right now. Gap still at a second between these two. Mocking Weeks leads. 12 minutes just over. With Battersby then, let's get a bit of bumper cam on. 0.6 of a second, well within slipstream range now. Tyres looking really good on Battersby's car compared to Mocking Weeks. It's only going to take a corner or two before this position gets taken. He's just got to find the right opportunity, Battersby. Really, once he's got past Mocking Weeks, there's going to be no threat from behind. Hirakram won't be able to close the gap back up on these two before the end of the race. Again, there's only so much defending Mocking Weeks can do. You know, he can make that Porsche as wide as he possibly can, but there's going to be points where there's just nothing he can do about the pace of Battersby behind him. Just going to have to relinquish that position. Look at this then, Battersby almost pushing him around this corner down towards Blanchimont. Carries a little bit of extra speed out the corner. He's got the toe as well. Going to be side by side almost as they run down into Blanchimont. Mocking Weeks just holding on to it. Side by side through Blanchimont. This could be tricky. Both have to back off the throttle. Mocking Weeks will have the advantage into this final corner, but it looks like Battersby might be able to outbrake him. Does so, gets himself through, back into the lead of the race then for Battersby. Now, will he just stretch a bit of a gap from Mocking Weeks behind, keeping himself at that 0.4 of a second at the minute. Mocking could battle back if he can keep with the pace of Battersby. But I think Battersby's just going to have a little bit of an edge on him coming out of the corners. Slight edge under braking, a slight edge coming out of the corners. Mocking Weeks has got to rely on the slipstream then to keep himself in touch with Battersby to make any kind of fight back. Oof, almost off track. Oh, Mocking Weeks carrying far too much speed through there. And look, already stretching the gap open then. Battersby still in the slipstream range though for Mocking Weeks, just. That's not going to last for too much longer. Oh, he's picked himself half a second penalty as well, Mocking Weeks, for running off circuit. That's his battle with Battersby gone. Again, safe behind. Hirakram another 17 seconds down. Plenty of tyres, plenty of fuel, but too far back to have an attack at Mocking Weeks, I think. Not without Mocking Weeks making a great big mistake. Toby then fourth, but he has got Madman Marcus right behind him. His tyres are saying a great big nope though. Both his lefts, well, just all of them really, all red. So, can he make any kind of attack on Toby? Can Toby fend him off? Shouldn't be too difficult. Madman Marcus will obviously have to spend a little bit more time braking when he comes into corners so as not to get it all wrong. That should give Toby, yeah, there you go, just starting to stretch away then, Toby already. So the three pink ones back together. Wendigo, Pleasurecraft, Monkey Man, Macho, all together. Wendigo 6th, Pleasurecraft 7th, Monkey Man in 8th, Pilgrim not too far back in 9th as well, but his tyres are saying a great big nope to this race. Fubuki, he's got plenty of life in his tyres, not long stopped Fubuki, but unfortunately that's cost him. He's down in 10th position, 10 seconds back from Pilgrim, so it's going to be a hard push to get any positions back for him as well. Tobosius in 11th, he's another 22.4 seconds down in behind Fubuki, the last of the pink ones, and then Rob S another 33.6 seconds down in 12th, and unfortunately we lost Chalky from this one quite early on. Oh, look at this, Battersby making short weeks of mocking. .6 seconds, so maybe mocking weeks. Yes, he has made a mistake. Gap between himself and Hirakram was 17 seconds. It's down to 13 seconds. So that's where the 4-second gaps come between himself and Battersby. So get your head back in the game, Mockin. I'm upset with you anyway, Jay. You said variable weather and all it's done is got dark. I wanted hailstorms and stuff, but it's not to be. 7 minutes left on this race timer then. Can Hirakram close this gap up on Mocking Weeks? Needs to make 2 seconds a lap really. That's it's going to be hard pushed to do, that is. His tyres are looking pretty good though compared to Mocking Weeks, but whether he can make a full 2 seconds up a lap, I don't know. On his own then, 14 seconds behind Hirakram, 4.7 ahead of Marcus. There is Wendigo in 6th, just starting to stretch his way away from the other pink. Oh. Where have the other pink ones gone? Oh, there's one, Monkey Man Macho. Pleasurecraft's made a mistake, he's dropped himself then down to 9th position. Pilgrim's got past him. Does give Fubuki a little bit of somebody to aim for, just 3.4 seconds back on those soft tyres. Well, picks himself up a full second penalty there then, Fubuki. Circuit lights go on then, headlights go on as well, making it a little bit more tricky here at Spa. Glare off those track lights as well, don't you? Just change that circuit view a little bit. Battersby then stonking away, 14.7 seconds. Mocking Weeks is going to lose this second position here. His tyres have absolutely let go. Hirakram on his half-worn softs. Now only 3 seconds behind behind Mocking Weeks. Already giving him a flash of the lights running up the Kemmel. Mocking Weeks then trying to hang on to the rear end of this Porsche. The front end's trying to kill him as well at the minute. He's 2.6 seconds ahead of Hirakram. Maybe should have tried to stretch those mediums out a lap or 2 more. You were right, Jay. I think that might have just saved him a little bit. He still would have lost to Battersby, I think, but yeah, if you look at his tyres, still with 4.5 minutes left to go, it's going to be an absolute agony by the time he finishes this one. The gap then between himself and Hirakram down to 1.8 seconds. Board with Hirakram. Oh, Mocking Weeks gets a wobble on through there. He has to take a different line across there to try and keep it pointing in a straight line. Gets himself back on circuit, but loses that 3rd position. Hirakram then makes it easy. Straight through, plenty of life left in his tyres. No way he's then going to close up on Battersby now. He's 18.2 seconds behind him with only 4 minutes left on the clock. Mocking Weeks has now got to be a little bit careful that Toby doesn't take him out. I mean, Toby's just about to lose a penalty around this next corner, but mistakes like we've been seeing from Mocking Weeks, he could end up backwards. He's going to have to be really careful in some of these corners then. Both rear tyres absolutely dead. His front left is pretty much absolutely dead. His only saving grace is his front right, which he's pretty much not using. Position changes here. Madman Marcus and Wendigo. Wendigo just making his... Oh, sorry, Monkey Man Macho and Madman Marcus. Monkey Man just getting his way past Marcus, who is on all four absolutely blown out tyres. Pleasurecraft fallen well off the back of that fight as well. Pilgrim's all over the back of him for that... Oh, sorry, it's Fubuki all over the back of him for that position. Got himself past Pilgrim. Pilgrim struggling on his tyres as well, also picks up a penalty. Oof, poor drivers with nothing left on the tyres. Another penalty on board for Rob S. No tyres left though. So, is Battersby running a little bit slower, or is he making the odd mistake as well? So the gap is down to 16 seconds. It's still not on for a win though for Hirakram, but he's gained a couple of seconds on the race leader. 2-second difference between his last lap and this lap actually for Battersby. So little mistakes kicked in somewhere. It's absolutely pitch black on circuit now. Thank God for headlights. Okay, so Mocking Weeks looks pretty good for third place. Toby looks like he's made a mistake himself. He was only 10 seconds behind Mocking Weeks. He's now 17. He's fallen into the clutches of Wendigo as well, so he could lose this fourth position here if he's not careful, Toby. Monkey Man Macho's not too far off the back of these two either. Marcus is falling a little bit further back with his worn tyres. Pleasurecraft as well, just keeping himself ahead of Fubuki for the time being. Fubuki lighting up the rear end of the 8th place driver at the minute. Out of my way, he's saying, get out of it. Get out, go on, get out of it. No, Pleasurecraft holding on to it for the time being. Then Pilgrim has got to lose his penalty. Timosius in 11th. Yes, in 12th. So, final minute of the race then. This will be final lap for Battersby and probably the other drivers. I think we will see one or two drivers take the checkered flag and not get this extra lap. 15.2 seconds down for Hirakram. Unfortunately, his race thrown in the bin after his first pit stop. Just came round that final corner and the rear end lit itself up and he spun himself around a little bit. Mocking Weeks 13.5 seconds down in third, but again just plenty of gap between himself and Toby behind, 14.3 seconds. Are we going to see cross the line? We've already come across Pleasurecraft. Oh no, those two have just managed a last little... Oh no, sorry, it's Pilgrim then that takes the first of the checkered flags. Comes home in 10th position then, Pilgrim. Timosius will be the next man to cross the line. Just keeping my eye on that little mini-map, making sure nobody's spinning round. I need to go and have a look at quickly. Timosius risking it round that last corner. Taking a big pile of curb up towards the line then for Timosius. He's going to come home for that 11th position. We will see Rob S. possibly overtaken by Battersby before the end of the race. Maybe? No, I think Rob S is just far enough in front. I'll say that, he's just got that last corner wrong. Oh, he gets reset as well. Oh, so we will see Battersby take that position. I say that position, get in front of him before the line. So Battersby comes home to take the final win then. A quick handbrake across the line and gets that Porsche 360 degrees round. Well done. Rob S also gives us a great big handbrake and then has to reverse across the line. Hirakram's going to come home for second position. Mocking Weeks will take third position. Still got life in that front right. Amazing. was looking good for second position then Mocking, but unfortunately mistakes with those worn out tyres just cost him, and Hirokram able to get past, but takes third. Good results. Kicking off behind already at the end of the race. Oh no. 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 Toby was in fourth. Monkey Man was fifth. Wendigo was sixth. But looked like Monkey Man took him out on the final corner. Madman Marcus comes home for seventh. Then Fabuki takes eighth. Pleasurecraft takes ninth. We already saw Pilgrim cross the line. Timosius took 11th. And Rob S took 12th. Yeah, Toby looked like he'd got round that far. I mean, don't get me wrong, he might have been going backwards before those two drivers got to him, but it did look like he got round that corner cleanly. Maybe a little bit of contact. I don't know. That's not for me to decide, is it? It's down to any kind of steward's inquiry right there. Random is normally dry. Yeah, that's it's rubbish weather. I'm not happy with that. You could be right there, Jay. You could be right. I suppose if he's got tangled up in something he didn't mean to be, it might have just screwed his whole race up and changed his whole strategy. But it is what it is, unfortunately, with racing. But yeah, it'd be interesting to find out what happened with Toby at the end there. But just hang around, people. Like I say, we are waiting for updates on terms of points and stuff. So as soon as they're tallied up, I can read all that out to you. But I've got to wait just like you have. Oh, hold on. Here we go. Oh. 5 minutes. Whoosh. That's what I've been told. Yeah, so 5 minutes. We should have all the results. Is it? Is that what it is, Mr. Elliott? Have you worked it out already? I'm not going to say that until it's official, because as far as I know, you're not an official. You could be. No problem, boys. No problem. Let's just wait for these official results then. 5 minutes. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. I don't understand any of that. Just send me a list of names with some numbers next to them, Pilgrim. But it is sounding like, according to Mr. Elliott in the chat, it is going to be a Club 100 individual win and team championship win. Do we know about Lobby 2? Do we know what the scores are on that one? I don't know how close it was in the... Yeah, I don't know how close it was in the Pro-Ams. So you boys can shut the lobby down if you don't want me in it. You know, I'm just waiting for points. Oh, should I put that? Should I actually put the T? Let's do that. Let's put the T. Not points. Come on, Pills. Get your calculator out. Add those numbers up. It's been 2 minutes, but it has been some good racing in the battle of the groups. So it's good to see that we can get. What do we have? 7 different sim racing groups in the lobbies, all from different countries, and you know, never raced before with some of these drivers. Never seen these names before, but it has been some pretty clean racing, I will say. Again, don't know what happened in Pro-Ams, whether it was as clean or whether there was argy-bargy, I don't know. Oh, tension's killing me. Paddy's got his abacus out. Counted beans or something. Come on, pills. Yeah, maybe Mr. Elliott's right. Maybe it is a Club 100 top to bottom win. Fair play if it is, you know, if you manage to smash it out every week. Take top points, or near as damn it, top points. So, what have we got coming up anyway, just while we're waiting? So, obviously with the lobbies playing up, we weren't able to run Sunday's minis with the P1 boys, so we'll be back for that, a rerun of that on Sunday night this week. That'll be 9 o'clock start for that one. No sign of the minis yet. We're still trying to wangle a half Chew It, half Mr. Bean lobby league thing going. Yeah, I thought it did. Yeah, it just didn't look clean enough. Toby definitely looked like he got sent. You know, a close race, but you don't want to be taking positions like that, do you? You know, if it was a bit of door banging and you were side by side with a guy sort of drag racing up to the line, fine. But a bit of door banging and sending him backwards, and you and another driver get past, that's, yeah. Okay, let's see if I can work these out then. Oh, there it is then. Points confirmed. It is an EKS Battersby win for first place for the Club 100 team. He got himself a total of 106 points. Second place was Hirakram. He got himself 101 points. Again, it would have been a real close battle if he hadn't muffed his pit stop up. Monkey Man took third. GTP Toby was fourth. Fabuki was fifth. Mocking Weeks was sixth. Tomosius takes seventh in that championship, right above Wendigo, his teammate. Madman Marcus, the one of the other Club 100 drivers, taking eighth as well. Sorry, I should say that Toby taking fourth was a Club 100 driver, so plenty of points taken for those boys. Manny took 11th. Pleasurecraft took 10th. Rob S took 12th and Chalky took 13th. Unfortunately, we can't give you full team points because we've not got Pro-Am lobby results yet. But as they stand up until before this race, it was Club 100 with 190 points, MRC A with 179 points. It was LTU B with, that's the LTU capitals small b, so A and B team. LTU B was 171. LTU A was 120 points. Well, that's wrong. P1A was 122 points, but oh yeah, there it says 5th and 4th in the positions, not 4th and 5th for some reason. MRC B took 85 points. 7th was Club 100 B team with 84 points. P1B was 8th place. WAD was 9th place. Amigos B was 10th place. DMK A was 11th. DMK B was 12th. Amigos A was 13th. And DDR Racing did not finish. Again, they are not fully confirmed points because we haven't got Pro-Am lobby results in. But it does look good for Club 100. They have been on form throughout the season, so hopefully it's a win on the cards for them. But there you go. That is it. Battle of the Groups done and dusted. Like I've just said, I am back on Sunday night at 9 o'clock, lobbies permitting, obviously, for the P1 and their mini lobby, the mini cup. We're still waiting on a few dates and stuff to come through for the Team Oliver Racing League and the GTTCC, and again just waiting to hear what's happening with the minis, but as and when I know, I'll stick it up on the page. But that's going to be it for me. I hope you've all enjoyed what you've watched. Again, make sure you go and if you want to get involved in some of this sim racing, go and join some of the groups, P1, LTU if you're in Lithuania or wherever. There's plenty of sim racing groups in here, MRC, DMK, you know. Go and give them a like, go and get yourself involved. All usually really good, clean drivers, hence the reason for these groups being set up, because we don't want to drive in the dailies with a bunch of muppets. We want to drive in lobbies with other clean drivers who, you know, will treat us with a bit of respect when you're going around the track. So that's kind of why all these groups get set up, because people just get miffed with playing in the dailies. But yeah, that's going to be it from me tonight. I hope you've liked what you've watched. If you have, make sure you like it. Comment if you haven't. Share and subscribe, I suppose, and all that stuff. But most of all, what I want you to do is tell your mates and tell your mums. My name's Dark Smoker. I'm out of here.